What is physiological and performance testing? A physiological assessment provides detailed information on your current state of health and fitness. The assessment aids the process of identifying areas that are below the level needed to successfully compete at their targeted level of racing. This information can be used to prioritize targets for your training program. Equally as important as identifying your weaknesses, physiological testing can be used to monitor how effective your training program has been. We offer a diverse range of assessment, which include tests that we have developed in collaboration with our research partners. We now have an accurate methods of assessing of your strength and endurance of very important area of a motorsport athlete's body. It focuses the importance of the factors such as skill and mental attitude and show both of these important factors can affect the validity of result in a test. While sport performance tests measure how your body performs during exercise and activity and provides valuable data for your training. Our sports performance tests will help you get a better understanding of your body so you know where and how to improve.
For my question, what is the main purpose of periodization to an athlete? Sports periodization is the planning of athlete training using a progressively cyclic format with the goal of timing peak performance during the athlete's major competitive events. Cyclic training organizes a team's approach, protect against overtraining, and enable athletes to continue to improve.
Everyone who takes any kind of formal education in exercise science is taught about the specific adaptation to impose demand, SAID or specificity principle. The principle of specificity is deceptively simple and it drives all the gains that one makes from a strength training program. Specificity states that the body makes gains from exercise according to how the body exercises. This principle is important because applying it correctly will allow one to have a focused, efficient, effective program that will lead to the desired gains. Failing to apply it will result in wasted energy and time, and it will result in frustration as gains do not materialize. The principle of specificity states that sports training should be relevant and appropriate to the sport for which the individual is training in order to produce the desired effect. Additionally, training should progress from general conditioning to specific training for the particular skills required in that sport or activity. In other words, it says that the strength gains are greatest when tested with the same characteristics as used in the training program.
How do you choose training set and test set? Guide to selecting fitness test. When selecting tests to use for fitness assessment, you can't go wrong using this criteria put forth by Roger in 1927. This criteria is still ring true today. It shall be valid measure, it shall be reliable and objectives, that tests given at the different times and by different testers should yield like result. It should be interesting to the subject to ensure their cooperation. It should involve tests which are adapted to the subject tested. It should be involve tests which are easily and accurately scored in scores which are stated in mathematical terms. Using standard test protocols. There is often a standard set of tests that are performed for the fitness testing of any sports. If you do not have access to such a list or you wish to modify a protocol to suit individuals' needs, you can use use the following information to design your own testing regimen. Remember that the fitness test that best determine your capability in any component of fitness is not always the most appropriate test to perform. There are many other factors to consider. Identifying components of performance. The first step in designing a fitness testing regimen is to identify the components of fitness that you wish to investigate. This may depend on the pace or training or the pace of season in which the testing is being done. Standardized protocols. The test protocols need to be standardized so that the comparison can be made between your test scores performed at different times and comparisons between athletes tested and at different places. Athletes and coaches should be aware of the need to control for factors which can affect the result obtained. Relevance. We need to select sport-specific tests. If you believe that the tests are relevant to the sports you play, you will become more inclined to put an maximal effort into the testing. If not, you can be wasting valuable time on tests that are not relevant to your particular sports, and the result will be meaningless. Reliability. The test is considered reliable if the results are consistent and reproducible over time. You should be able to obtain the same or similar result of two separate trials. This is important as you are often looking for small changes in scores and you want the difference in the result to reflect the changes in fitness of a person and not an error in measurement. Validity. Validity is whether the tests actually measure what they set out to. It is quite possible that the test can be very reliable but not valid. The validity of the test is usually better if the test is specific to the sports being tested. Example, the test should resemble the sport being tested so that similar action and therefore the specific muscle groups and muscle fiber types actually used in the sports are being used. Interpretable result. If you don't know what the numbers in the result means, the tests are fairly useless. The test result must have meaning so that they have been applied to modify a training program. If you want to compare the result to that of other groups, you must have access to normative data or norms. Facilities and other testing demands. The cost, equipment, and personnel required can be most important consideration when selecting a test, and often determines what tests are actually conducted. This is especially important if you intend to test large group of athletes.
Hi guys, back again for another video. So for today's video, let me show you a sample of practice plan in basketball, and Jerome Deang discussed it later. So let's go. I have here a drill start time, drill name, and the drill description. So it appears on your screen. So first is the drill start time at 2:30. So the drill name is full court dribbling. The drill description is right hand, left hand, speed dribble, power dribble, 2 balls. So below the knee, up high, machine gun, and etc. The next is the drill start time at 2:35. So the drill name is drive and kick shooting. So the drill description is lines on wings, attack paint, and float up or to the corner. So attack baseline and hit the baseline and then wing. The next is start time at 2:40. So the drill name is a make moves layups. So the description is cones are placed at half court and the elbows. Players make moves at the cones and make a layup or jump shot. The next is the drill start time at 2:47. So the drill name is diamond shell. So the description, have one man in the post following the ball with other shell principles. So next is the drill start time at 2:57. The drill name Zigzag D, and the description is go from sideline to volleyball line. Beat your man to the spot, don't cross fit, and etc. So next is start time at 3:02. So the drill name is Brad Stevens shooting. So the drill description is partner passes after each shot. Shot in corner, pump fake, one dribble shot, curl to wing 4 shot, flare from the elbow 4 shot, touch half court and shoot a 3 in transition. So next is the drill start time at 3:12. So the drill name is one-on-one cutthroat. So the drill description is defense start under the basket and rolls the ball out to the offense. So then they play one-on-one. So next is start time at 3:22. Drill name is star passing. The description is players line up at the 4 corners of half court. They dribble to the middle, pivot, then throw up pass. Then next is time start at 3:27. So the drill name motion offense. The drill description is work on motion offense. The next is 3:42. So the drill name is 11-man fast break. So the description is 11 men on the floor, 2 defense on each side, and 4 outlets, and 3 men playing offense. Then last is 3:55. So the drill name is 5-on-5 scrimmage, and the description is go live and work on decision making. Jerome Deang discuss it later, guys.
As you can see to our discussion, this practice plan encompasses the 6 facets that every practice should include. They warm up with some dribbling, shooting, and layup drills to get the muscle loose. Then, they have individual skill development drills to work on offense and defense, and full court drills that factor in conditioning. Then, they finish it with 5-on-5 scrimmaging to work on decision making in a live environment.
When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of hot chop. Baby so cold, he from the north, he from the Canada. Bankroll so low, I got nothing else that I can withdraw. Ran up